What's up, guys? Welcome back to Up Top Kirby Vacuum. Thank you so much for watching. I saw the best video on TikTok today. It was a girl named Miso who had gone to her friend's house named Veronica and was helping her do something and came across her Kirby vacuum and was making fun of her about it because it looked so old. This is like a G5, I think it was, which is from like 97. Okay, so this thing is almost 30 years old. And Miso put right across the screen in big letters, Veronica is a hoarder. And she's laughing at her and making fun of her. A hoarder? No. Veronica is a genius. Okay, Miso, you spelled genius wrong. She is a genius because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to buy a vacuum and keep it forever. And that's what you get to do with the Kirby. And you can hear Veronica in the background saying, that's right. I spent $1,000 on it and it's going to last me 1,000 more years. Yes, Veronica. Yes, bravo. Shout out to Veronica for buying once, buying right, and never buying again. That's how you're supposed to do it. I mean, it's the best way to go. And Miso was also making fun of her because it has a bag. She said, girl, I ain't seen a vacuum with a bag in years. And I get it. Most vacuums these days are bagless, and people see that and they think they're going to save so much money because they don't have to buy bags. But what they don't understand is bagless vacuums have filters. Even other vacuums with bags have filters. And those filters have to be changed regularly. And if they don't get changed, then that dirt, once that filter gets full, is going right back in the air. And you may not see it because these are microparticles we're talking about, where you're going to smell it. And eventually you're going to see it when it's collecting on all of your furnishings. And you're wondering why your place is so dusty even though you clean all the time. Yeah, it's because that thing is just recycling the dirt if you don't change the filter. A lot of people don't even know the filter is there. They don't even know where it is. Nice thing about the Kirby is the bag is the filter. So when you change the bag, you're changing the filter at the same time. Hello, that is the way to go. And then the bags are huge. So you're not changing it that often. My bag, I vacuum all the time. I'm sure you guys believe that. And I change my bags maybe once or twice a year. If I do it twice a year, that's a lot. I don't really keep track of it, but I go a long time in between changes. Okay, a long time. So that's not something that you have to worry about. But yeah, Veronica, shout out to you, girl. And you can hear her in the background. She's like, that thing does everything, girl. It'll wash your walls. It'll paint your walls. It'll wash your rugs. And then Miso's like, it'll wash your rugs, girl? She said, that's right. So Miso was like starting to understand like what's going on here. She's like, wait a minute, it'll wash your rugs? Not too many vacuums can say that. No other vacuum that I know of can say that. It's the only one that converts into a shampooer. So Veronica is smart. She bought one vacuum instead of vacuums over and over again throughout her life, and then having to buy a shampooer or rent shampooers or pay somebody to come in and shampoo. It gets to the point where you can't afford not to have a Kirby, because not having it means spending all that money versus having it. You can't do all that for $1,000 throughout your lifetime, shampoo your rugs and keep all the dirt out of your house and all that, and you can't do that for $1,000 without that machine. So that's the best way to go. It's a lot of money up front, but over a lifetime, it pays for itself over and over again. It starts to pay you, okay? Because you're not having to rent those machines. I never had to. Look at these rugs are 10 years old, and they look like they did the day I got them. I've gotten stains here or there, took them out with the Kirby. They're on this channel. Okay, so the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. So yeah, it was just a very funny video to see Miso making fun of Veronica, but Veronica was really schooling Miso like, hey, listen, you too young to know about this. Okay, you don't know nothing about this. That vacuum is probably older than Miso. Miso seemed like a young person, and the vacuum was from like 97, so it's like 27, 28 years old. Might be older than that girl that was making the video. Okay, so Miso, listen to Veronica. Follow in Veronica's footsteps. Get you a Kirby, and you will have that thing for the rest of your life, as long as you take, decent care of it. Just don't leave it in the rain or nothing like that. But honestly, even if you did that, it could probably still function, you know, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, but I just thought it was the best video, man. I thought it was just so cute to see that and to see that interaction. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hop on over to Mizo's channel on TikTok. Let him know that Up Top Kirby sent you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.